This is my brand new LEGO vending machine. The vending machine takes a dollar bill in exchange for your choice of snack. But before we look at that, let's take a look at how we got here. This machine is fully mechanical, which means it has one motor to power everything: the dollar bill acceptor, the selection, and the dispensing units. Starting out with the dollar bill acceptor, the motor is directly connected to the LEGO transmission piece. This means that only when that switch is pulled that the output axle rotates. We need wheels to be able to take a dollar in, then the dollar bill activate that switch, and then be fully processed by output wheels. And while I wanted it to be that small, this ended up being a whole lot more complicated. Those two sets of wheels are held together with rubber bands. That way there's enough tension on the dollar bill to pull it through that switch. We're using that same switch as earlier, and we can see that yellow output axle only rotates when the dollar bill is through the switch. The transmission piece is used to engage with that gear to provide output rotation. While this mechanism works really well, there's a slight issue. When a dollar bill is inserted at a slight angle, it gets caught on the beams on the outside. And while we could add blockers and rails on this side, it's a little more complicated on the side with all of the gears. As it turns out, this problem was solved by beams at the very beginning, as any little misalignment will be corrected by the tire against those front beams. With the dollar bill acceptor now working, it's time for the selection tool. We have 6 different dispensers that need powered only when chosen. This machine here is able to do so using that same transmission piece as earlier. Only the red gears that have a transmission piece inserted into them are able to rotate when the machine is powered. This works really well, but if you're able to slide multiple transmission pieces up or down, you'd be able to dispense multiple items. Here we can see how this lift arm is able to lock the selection tool when it is engaged in one of the transmission pieces. After attaching all the output gears, we can now see that only the option that is chosen is the one that rotates when we power the main drive at the bottom. You may have noticed that when the selection tool is pointing down, the upper axle spins. We'll take care of that later in the mechanism by crisscrossing the top and bottom axles. But for now, we can attach the dollar bill acceptor drive to the drive of the selection tool. Now, if we choose the upper middle axle and attach a gear on it so we can see when it rotates, it only rotates when a dollar bill is inserted. While some of the other axles may be rotating, it's actually just the gearbox friction, not enough power to dispense. And with the selection tool and bill acceptor connected, we can finally begin building. This is going to go onto a base that's able to slide in and out in case adjustments are needed for how strong the rubber band is for the dollar bill acceptor. Here we can see the locking mechanism into the panels to be able to lock the mechanism in place. And now we can finally build up the walls, and attached to the top of these walls are the pieces that will lock the selection tool in to a certain slot. This forces the selection tool to be in neutral before moving to another transmission piece. As I mentioned earlier, the axles need crisscross so that way the upper gears connect to the lower options. A universal joint is able to accomplish this with plenty of power. Now we can attach all the other axles, and we can see that only the axle that is chosen is the one that rotates. Here, the upper axle is chosen and rotates. But if we flip the switch down to the other position, now the lower one rotates. Dollar bills are outputted down here and collected in a stack. By adding a locking door, we can now have a locked bank for the money. Finally, we can build up the walls and begin building the dispensing units. Starting with the soda dispensers, I struggled to find a mechanism that was able to safely carry a can down to the platform. That one was close, and this one just had a ramp that was in the way. But finally, I found a mechanism that works. By tilting the can down with the dispenser, it's able to safely bring it down. Here we can see how the rubber bands slowly tilt the can down. If we watch that again, we can see that that red piece in the back pushes the can to where its center of gravity is just over the point of rotation, then it tilts down. Those gray beams then go up, blocking the next can from dispensing already. Once you remove the can, those pieces snap back and it all resets for the next can. And when it's all built up, with the dispensing piece in the back, on rotation, it's able to flip the can down and hold it for an infinite amount of time until you take it. Then it snaps back up and grabs the next can. To make it easier to dispense, the red piece was removed and now it is dispensed when the blue piece rotates. That pushes on the white lift arm, which acts like a seesaw to increase leverage. Now it's time to design the mechanism that will vend all the other items. I 3D modeled these coils and then printed them in 2 different sizes. That way, when a Lego axle is inserted into them, and it's rotated, it's able to dispense an item. In the bottom spot here, it's vending potato chips. Each rotation vends one of the bags. Now, we can build this up even taller and add 3 more dispensing units. Each dispenser gets its own coil, and each one correlates to a different item. Now, we can connect the 6 different axles to the 6 different dispensers, starting with the soda machines. The chains look a little wonky as they have to dodge that orange piece which dispenses the Sprite. The coil dispensers are a little more straightforward, but they do have a gear ratio. Since each dollar bill rotates the axles about 4.5 times, we need it to be geared down to only rotate about 1 time. Here we can see that only the selected chain rotates when a dollar bill is inserted. Finally, it is time to finish the machine, starting out with the walls for all the dispensers, then the plates which all the items land at. And finishing the exterior walls allows me to put on the little dots which correlate to each one of the items. And finally, I present to you my working mechanical Lego vending machine. The machine charges $1 for any item that you choose. First, we're going to select an item. I'm going to go with a can of Coca-Cola. After flipping that switch down to the red position, we can insert our dollar bill. And then, the can will be dispensed. Once you grab your item, the machine fully resets and is ready for the next purchase. These blockers keep you from tricking the machine into vending you multiple items. Now, let's go for the Trident gum. After inserting my dollar bill, it'll vend the Trident gum into the chute. Now, let's go for an item from one of the bigger coils. Let's go with the goldfish. All of the dispensing units can hold up to 2 items. Let's buy the second can of Coca-Cola. Here we can see that it dispenses just like the first time, but now there's no more items behind it. By using a Lego axle as the key, we can access all the dollar bills. Once both locks are rotated to unlocked, then we can pull the wall out and access all the money. Then the wall can be put back in place and locked securely. Let's take a behind the scenes look at everything that happens at the same time. When that dollar bill is inserted, it spins the axle correlating to that dispensing unit. When that axle spins, it dispenses your soda, flipping it down until you grab it. Thank you guys so much for watching this far. If you enjoyed this video, I highly encourage you to subscribe. It's always free. And until next time, I will see you in the next video.